Hello everyone, it's Mary. Welcome back to the channel. We are doing another design team project for Not Too Shabby. There's your coupon code Mary10 for 10% off your order over at the shop. So I'm going to be playing with this amazingly fun set. This is a Darcie set. You know me and Darcie. And this one's called Take Note. And so I am going to show you how, while on the road, I was able to make some cards with very minimal supplies. So I'm going to be using my Gansai Tambi watercolors here and a water brush and then some alcohol markers. So easy peasy. Let's get started with the background here. I am going to be taking my water brush, and I do have a cup of water off to the side just so that you know I'm not getting all that water saturation from the pen itself or the brush. I am dipping it into a water cup because it just made things a lot easier for me. So I'm going to wet the whole surface and then I'm just going to drop in color. I am going in rainbow order so that I can get some mixes, i.e. the yellow and red and then the blue and yellow, and I don't have to add additional colors. So I can just use the colors that I have from the primary and then we could get nice soft mixes there. I'm loving how wait, I lied to you. I think I just put in some green there. No, I think I still used blue. I don't recall. I did go in rainbow order though. But I love the organic feel of where the color is lying and where it's stopping on the edges. I think that's super fun. I didn't do too much to take away from that because I was just really liking that. So the only thing I did do was take a paper towel and I'm going to sop up with the corner of that. It was a tissue or a paper towel, I think a tissue. And I'm just going to sop up some of that really heavy liquid that's on the side. That's going to let it dry a little faster as well. But also, I didn't want some of this green up into the top of my card. So that's what I decided to do there, just to kind of pick that up. And then I'm going to let this air dry. Partly because I like the way it looks. And another part is I didn't have my heat tool. So I just had to let nature do its thing. So this is the set from Darcie. This one is called Take Note. And it is a fun school set. And it is just adorable. If you've been following me, you know that I'm a huge fan of Darcie stamps. I think that they're a great price point. And they're nice and chunky so you can have a good time coloring them. And there's a whole bunch of different themes that you can get. Now this stamp set only comes with the crayon and the notepad, but you can see there's two others that I'm stamping out because I'm making multiple cards over the course of my time when I was away from home. And I am going to just kind of stamp them all out at once. Now, this one I'm using Memento Tuxedo black ink on Neenah 80-pound cardstock. That's because I'm going to be using some alcohol markers. But in some of the other videos I do while I was away, and you'll see those post over the next week or so, I am going to be using watercolors as well. So I kind of do a mix of things, but on this paper, it's all alcohol markers all day long. I am going to be using some Ohuhu markers. I have my 120 set now, and I do love them. They're also great to travel with. So I got a couple questions. You guys put me on the spot. You demand answers, and it was if I had to choose between the 120 Arteza and the 120 Ohuhu, which one would I choose? Now, I have both. I'm grateful to have both. That is a very hard question to answer. And the reason it's hard is because quality-wise, love them both. Honestly, I think it's hard for me to even split hairs on quality. I think they both pretty much do a very similar thing, but it depends on what you're looking for. So with the Arteza, you're going to be able to contact the company easier. You're going to be able to return things easier if there's a problem. You get a nice case with it. But on the opposite side, for the Ohuhu, the price is much lower. And I find that they're much easier to travel with if that's a thing for you. If you're never going to move with them, it doesn't matter. But I was able to bring all of them with just a small case that kind of definitely took up less real estate than the Arteza one. So that's my answer for all of those inquiring minds that want to know. It's a hard question to answer. Okay, so this video is also a lesson in how important lighting is. So I am in the hotel room in this video, and I even brought an additional desk lamp that's for this type of purpose. And in reality, it looked like it would light up immensely. But when I'm looking through the video, it really does not look very lit up. It looks poor compared to what I have at home. So if you are thinking about making videos, I can't stress lighting enough. Lighting that comes from the source above you is the best, as well as straight onto your projects. So honestly, the better lighting you have, the better quality you're going to get from your videos, and it just looks better. It's easier for the people watching it. So it's a good segue into my apology for this lighting, because it's not great, and there was nothing I could do about it. I did my very best. Listen, if I could have had you all in that room with me when I was trying to set up this camera situation, oh my goodness, it was hilarious and really sad at the same time. I struggled. I moved the desk around 4 times within this little hotel room. I tried to, because I had one of those clamps that holds your phone, so the desk wasn't thick enough to hold the clamp. Then trying to get it overhead, then it wasn't long enough. I was like, I am seriously about to give up on this. I don't even know how I made it work in the end. I think I shimmied the desk to the edge of the cabinet space. Oh, it was just a nightmare. But I made it work in the end, kind of. I say kind of because this is still not the ideal situation. Look at the shadow that marker cap is projecting. Okay, anyway, you get it. Lighting is important. So I'm going to take, also, apparently when I craft on the road, I forget all the regular things you're supposed to do, like zoom out. And so I'm like zoomed all the way in here when I'm trying to stamp my sentiment. But made it work, got my sentiment, and the sentiment there is take note. I think you're awesome. I think these are so cute, these sentiments. The other one is best teacher ever. Color me happy to be your student or friend. So you can put that underneath it. And then broken crayon still color. Aw, it's so sweet. So, so that's a really cute stamp set. Here I am placing the 2 of them right at the bottom with some liquid glue. And then I'm just going to pop those up on some foam dots. I got these foam dots at Michael's, I want to say, while I was on the road. Yeah, I found a Michael's on the road. It's serious business when you're out there. You need to know where the Michael's are and where the Cheesecake Factories are. That's what happens when I go away from home. I need to have those 2 things. So I just picked those up because I realized I didn't bring any foam tape. And then I'm going to just pop those up on my project. So minimal supplies. I had a coloring medium for my background, which could have been the same coloring medium for my images. So that's one thing, although I used alcohol markers here. And then also some foam dots. Don't even need those. You can just use liquid adhesive and place it on there. So minimal supplies. The color or the watercolor cardstock I used for the panel, that was actually Canson XL, so I didn't mention that, but that's what kind that was. And then I just used a Stardust jelly roll pen for some little accents. And here we are, bright pictures, back into my craft room at home, and we have some really good close-ups here of the card. And that will do it for this project. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to head over to Not Too Shabby and to use that coupon code MARRIED10 for 10% off your order. I'll list what I used below in the video description, so if you want to pick up anything that I used. And until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. If you're watching this the same day it is posted, be sure to stay tuned tomorrow for episode 2, followed by episode 3 the next day. If you're watching this after, here are the videos posted for you to view.